Welcome everybody to our presentation about nominal and real GDP. I'm Nicholas Abadi.
I'm Pranav Pokhar.
Andrew Chang.
So, what is nominal GDP? Nominal GDP can be described from the formula of consumer spending plus investment spending plus government spending plus exports minus imports.
This is the first picture we have here, which depicts consumer spending, such as grocery shopping or any financial transactions that happen between a consumer and a corporate level company.
This is an example of business investment, which would be, a company buying laptops or machinery to help its production.
So, this would be government spending. So, spending on infrastructure and other items that are used in our lives is government spending.
This is exports and imports. So exports is what a company ships out or sells to another foreign country, and imports is what the company buys from a foreign country into their own country. So usually these are done by containers on ships, as you can see by that picture.
So, what's not included in GDP? Well, stuff like intermediate goods, used goods, financial transactions, and transfer payments.
What is an intermediate good? An intermediate good is computer chips used in cars, or salt used in foods, or wheat to make bread. It's not the final product, but it's used to make the final product.
Other things that don't count in GDP are used goods, so any antique items such as old tractors or cars, old items are not counted in the GDP since they've already been counted in the year that they were produced.
Furthermore, financial transactions are not included. So, this includes stuff like stocks, bonds, and crypto, all that.
Alright, transfer payments are also not included. So social security checks, food stamps, mostly basically government handouts are not included.
Now we're going to talk about the difference between nominal and real GDP. So nominal GDP is basically the sum of the total economic output in a year at the current market price, and real GDP is uh, the sum of the total economic output valued at a base market price. So the real GDP is what is calculated within adjusted inflation rate, and nominal GDP doesn't take inflation into account at all. So in the next slide, you can see here that there's a list of different years and the price of different products and the quantity of those products. So to find nominal GDP, you would multiply the price and the quantity and add those together within each year to find the nominal GDP of each year. And to find the real GDP, you would take that year output and multiply it by its base price.
So, what is GDP deflator and how do you find it? Well, GDP deflator kind of just displays the price level changes in inflation in an economy. And to find it, we would do nominal GDP over real GDP times 100.
So why do you want to know the difference between nominal and real GDP? Well, like Pranav said, real GDP takes into account for inflation, so it's a better measurement of the economy's health, while nominal GDP does not account for inflation, so it is an overestimate which would give you an inaccurate measurement of the economy's health. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.